Good evening and welcome to a special edition of the very best bits from this series of Would I Lie to You. Joining Lee Mack tonight, Bob Mortimer, Emma Bunton, Joe Brand, Thomas Jaffanacker, Scarlett Moffatt, Stacey Dooley, Ellie Taylor and Rhod Gilbert. And joining David Mitchell tonight, Georgia Toffolo, Richard Osman, Alex Jones, Big Narstie, Dion Dublin, Lucy Porter and Shaun Williamson. First up, it's Toff.
Right. I instructed Deliveroo to block my orders after my bacon sandwich addiction got out of hand.
Right. So how many bacon sandwiches were you getting?
When it really got bad, it was about 4 or 5 times a week.
I mean, just how posh are you where you're ordering out for bacon butties?
Where was the restaurant you were getting them from?
Well, actually, the most embarrassing part of it is that, you know, I can get a bacon sandwich a mere 45 seconds away from my front door.
Were they delivering from the place that was that close?
Yeah. OK, right, hear me out. There is no greater joy than a bacon sarnie in bed, right?
Oh, I can think of something. Pot noodle.
Deliveroo deliver to your bed?
Well, no, you have to remove yourself from said bed and go to the front door. But
Well,
it's
hang on,
easier
if it's that close, you must be halfway to the shop at that point.
Your bacon sarnie addiction consists of 4 or 5 a week, which is sort of less than 1 a day.
Oh, that's a lot, though.
Quite a lot.
Yeah, it's quite a lot.
It's quite a lot of bacon
It's not
sandwiches.
an addiction, is it?
Well,
I mean, well, I've got a Weetabix addiction in that case.
Tell us about the bacon sandwich, Toff. Was it a bog standard one, or was it something a little bit special?
No, it's a classic. White bread, Tommy K, bacon, job done. Not
Tommy
toasted.
K, did you say? What does that mean?
Tomato ketchup.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you know that?
K was the name.
Tommy K, everyone knows what Tommy K
No,
is.
they don't. Don't
Yes,
get on
I
the
knew
kids'
what Tommy
bandwagon.
K was.
No, you didn't.
Even though I'm a man who prefers Bobby Brown, I did know what Tommy K was.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Oh, I did.
and would you order anything else with it, or was it just the bacon sandwich?
Well, it depends. If I'm feeling a bit fruity, I'd have an OJ, but...
Orange
juice.
juice.
I knew that.
Yeah.
Would you maybe add a bob? Would you add a bob to it? Shut up. Would you add a bob? A B.O.B., bit of butter? Didn't you know that? Oh, you're so old, Grandad.
Why did you block the Deliveroo account? Why didn't you just stop ordering them?
I tried that. I tried just not ordering, but my willpower is quite obviously not good enough. So I emailed the Deliveroo HQ and basically asked them. I thought it was quite funny at the time, but then
how
they
did you
actually
word it?
blocked me. Hello, I've got a bacon sandwich addiction. Help, please block my account.
And did they get back to you?
No, but I then tried to order 2 days later and I couldn't log into my account. It's been reinstated since. I emailed again because it is actually quite annoying.
What did you do? What was how did you email? What was that?
Hello, I made an enormous mistake. Please, can I come back?
No, that was the email you sent to me.
Certainly did not.
What do you think, Ellie?
She's telling it well, but I don't think it's the truth.
Why?
Because, Lee, I think she's lying.
I think she's clearly insane. I think it's true. Absolutely true, 100%.
Lee?
Yeah, I'll say it's true.
You're going to say true. Toff. Truth or lie?
It is true. Yeah, it's true.
Bob, you're next.
Sorry?
It's you, Greg.
It's apple pie tonight.
Is it? Since Friday, then?
Yes.
Following advice from Chris Rea, I always crack an egg into my bath. I've done for 22 years.
We should say, for any of the younger viewers, some of my fans, who Chris Rea was a very popular singer.
When did Chris Rea give you this advice, and in what context? I was making a single for Middlesbrough Football Club's FA Cup appearance called Let's Dance, which I did with Chris Rea. And after we'd completed the recording, he popped me into the bath, and there was an egg. It's an egg in it.
He popped you into the bath. He said, it's been a long day, you must be very tired. Yeah. He said, I'll just pop you into the bath. Yeah. So where was this bath? Was it at the recording studio?
It's on a little island in the middle of the Thames. It's as rare as recording studio is.
So you've been recording, presumably, in a room without a bath?
Absolutely, yeah.
And then you finish the recording, everyone's very happy with the track.
Yep.
And he says, Bob, you look tired. Maybe your joints are aching. This way.
No, it's not exactly like that. He says, that's it, Bob. I think we've got that leg. That's your bedroom, that's your bath. I've popped an egg in there for you.
Is he Geordie?
Yeah.
He's like where I'm from, Middlesbrough.
Right.
But he's much more Middlesbrough than me, like.
And why would he put an egg in your bath? What was the thinking behind it?
I've never found out.
You've done it ever since.
All I know is that I woke up the next morning and I have never felt so alive.
Was the egg still in its shell, floating, or had he gone...
No, the white had dissipated. Does that work?
Yeah.
It's fabulous. It's fabulous. It's non-greasy, which is a boon, isn't it?
Is it non-greasy?
Yeah, honestly.
It's less greasy than water without egg in it?
Do you have to mix it up, or do you just crack it and let it float?
Do you know what? You get in the bath, even in the bath where I am now, and you get in and you really don't want to burst the yolk. So the white goes, but the yolk's there, and you move like that, and you try and get it to come towards like that. And I don't know why, but you just do.
Have you ever had it get in your mouth?
You get it like that. And then you get the yolk, and I use it for hair conditioner. I don't know how much hair, but to condition the hair on my skin.
So, just going back to the original occasion, Chris Rea had already run you a bath.
Yes.
I forgot about that detail.
If you knew Chris, it's just so Chris. Yeah. Do you know, the other thing is a couple of weeks later, he sent me a gold doily.
Right. To dry yourself off?
I don't know. But so, I'm just saying, these things are just so Chris.
Do you think that the way Bob describes what happened to the egg white... he says it just dissipates. Is that plausible?
If your bath is hot, then you're going to have a poached white.
I'd have thought the white would turn white. And
Well,
there'd be bits of white.
How hot is your bath? Your bath is hot enough that an egg could poach.
Well, I don't know. Your claim is that it dissipates. I'm asking my team whether we believe that it would dissipate. Because if, for example, at the temperature of a bath, say 39 degrees Celsius, the white would turn opaque, then your story doesn't check out.
Agreed.
Yeah,
absolutely agreed.
I think...
What do you think, David?
I think it's fair to say that if anyone else had made this allegation about Chris Rea and an egg in their bath, we wouldn't be giving it a moment's consideration. Somehow, coming from Bob, it might be true.
It's true.
I think...
You think it's...
I think it's true, because he's been about a bit, Bob.
No.
I think the white would poach.
Yeah,
I think the egg is the important
chemical
part.
analysis of the behaviour of the albumin.
David, honestly, one thing, please don't base it on the albumin whitening. It does not happen. It does not. I can't have a bath at 80+ degrees.
Is that the temperature at which an egg white will
80 it'll start at about 80, yeah. Honestly, please don't base it on that.
What should I base it on, Bob?
What are you going to say?
Instinctively, I believe it. We're going to go true.
You're saying true? OK, so, Bob, Chris Rea, eggs, baths, is it the truth or is it a lie?
This is awful.
I was telling a lie.
He said Chris Rea put an egg in his bath. Of course it's a lie. It's obviously a lie. Who could possibly believe that?
Alex, you're next.
Right. On a recent trip to the zoo, my bag was hijacked by a one-armed monkey.
Lee.
What zoo was it?
London Zoo.
And which arm was it?
The left was missing, right intact.
As you look at it, or from the monkey's perspective?
His left was missing.
OK.
And why was it missing, Al?
I don't really know. I mean, we were merely visitors in the zoo, Stace. I didn't know the backstory of the monkey.
No, I accept that.
Who is we?
Me and my husband and our little boy.
Your little boy. So you've gone for a little family day at the zoo?
Yeah.
And aren't monkeys usually behind cages or behind glass?
Well, they are, apart from when you get to the rainforest section. And in the rainforest section, there are birds, there are monkeys, there are sloths. It's a free-for-all.
Did the monkey have a name? Because often they name them, don't they?
The monkey's name was Bandit.
Bandit?
As in one arm.
Oh, come on!
What sort of monkey? It wasn't a chimp, was it?
I'm not David Attenborough, I don't know, but
Excuse me, a chimpanzee, even though it looks like a monkey, isn't a monkey.
Well spotted. I deliberately said that.
Even though a chimp is totally, in every meaningful way, obviously it's a monkey, it's not a monkey. You know, it's a special place that's been made by biologists for pedants to reside, so that whenever anyone refers to a chimpanzee as a monkey like you did, then a pedant like me says, oh, no, a chimpanzee isn't a monkey, and I've started to hate myself for that.
Nice of you to join the rest of us.
What happened?
I'm pushing the pram. Said monkey travelled from a tree and landed on the pram. My maternal instinct obviously kicks in, so I take Ted...
You cuddled the monkey.
I took Ted out of the pram, and then the monkey got hold of the bag attached to the pram. In he went, spreading monkey DNA over all of the contents.
What? How big is the monkey? What, that big?
A bit smaller.
You sure it wasn't a squirrel? was it like this?
I think you'll find, Rob. It was like this. You've not been listening, have you?
I'm not paying attention. What do you think, Lee? Does it ring true?
There is not a single element to that story that sounds believable.
You're the boss, but I think it's a massive lie.
Gotta be a lie, then.
You're saying it's a lie?
Gotta be a lie.
OK, Alex, was it the truth or was it a lie?
It is, in fact, true.
Oh, my Lord!
Yes, it's true. Alex's bag was hijacked by a one-armed monkey. And look, we have a picture. That is the monkey in the bag at the time. That's terrifying. Shaun, you're next.
Thank you very much. I once stole the shirt off a scarecrow in order to get into a nightclub.
Stacey.
Wow. OK. Was you not wearing anything before you went to the nightclub?
Me?
Yeah.
T-shirt, you see.
OK.
Oh, and they wouldn't let you in?
Yeah, but well, it is, you know, it's all a bit more relaxed these days because the dress code isn't what it was back in the day.
What was the day? What year?
Back in the day, or when this happened.
Well...
It was early 2000s.
So early 2000s, you've gone to a nightclub. Where was this nightclub?
In Rochester.
Rochester is a town, right? And that's why it's got a nightclub in it. And scarecrows don't really tend to be used in towns because they're out in massive fields.
Thank you, Miss Martin.
So when did you find out you needed a shirt to get in the club? Did you go to the club?
When the bouncer said, you ain't coming in.
Right, and then you walked back to the scarecrow to get the shirt?
I walked back to the allotment.
Oh.
This is very high-level play.
This is like chess, isn't it, between Shaun and Joe?
Take that, Moriarty.
Do you live in Rochester?
No.
So how did you know there was an allotment in Rochester near the nightclub?
But I lived near it then.
Oh, I see.
It's like fencing, isn't it?
But then again, if you lived in Rochester, why didn't you just go home and get a shirt?
Oh, this gets better and better. Oh. Checkmate.
No. I was born in Chatham, but brought up in Maidstone. But my uncle lived in Rochester, and it was one of the allotments on his patch, so I knew where the allotments were. Apropos to the nightclub.
Miss Brown, back to you.
Earlier, you said you had a T-shirt and trainers and jeans on.
Yes.
And you thought it was a relaxed club, but then you went to the club and they said you need a shirt, but you're not allowed in a club with trainers on.
OK. The bouncer was a
Can
big...
I just say, Shaun, you're the kind of person that every time you speak, you always sound like you're going to start it with, I'd like to change my story.
But is that the impression I'm just giving you?
For the sake of the tape, the accused has walked into the room.
The bouncer was a massive fan of EastEnders and was quite embarrassed at turning me away. So I think when he saw the effort I'd made... Because I was already 8 pints to the wind, so when he saw the effort I'd made, I think he just couldn't bear turning me away again.
OK.
What do you think? Could this be true?
This is what I think. A man who knows exactly where an allotment is, because he knows the town so well, knows you can't get into the nightclub without collars. And for that reason, Shaun, we find you guilty.
So what's he saying, Lee? You think it's a lie, don't
Lie.
You think it's a lie?
you? You think it's a lie? You all think it's a lie?
We all think it's a lie.
Shaun, truth or lie?
It is a lie.
Narstie, you're next.
It says possession, but I was young. I was young.
There's a little box under your desk. If you take the item out of the box and put it on the desk, OK, pop it on the desk first, and then read out the card.
This is an okabong. Me and my cousins would each make an okabong to play the Narstie family game, okabong.
There we are. Lee's team.
So you're saying it's called an ukabong?
Ukabong. Ukabong.
How do you spell it, Narstie? Just spell it for Lee, because he's a bit slow.
U-K...
Yeah?
A...
Yeah?
And then bong.
Bong.
U-K-A...
And then bong. Bong.
How did you make it? What's it made of?
It's a sock. It's made out of socks.
Yeah. What's inside the sock?
More socks. More socks.
Is it just lots of socks?
So, boom, basically, it's a family game, and everyone has their own ukabong.
Do you hit each other?
Yeah. It's your own tool.
So you whack people with that? With the ukabong?
Yeah, with your own ukabong, but there's stipulations to it. You've got to all be in a room, and you've got to turn off the lights, yeah? And the hit only counts, yeah, is if you hit someone and you say ukabong. If you hit someone, yeah, and you don't say ukabong, the whole room rushes you. And then my grandma says the first one who cries gets beaten. We be in my grandma's, yeah, up top room. Boom, there's like 15 cousins and my Uncle Simon, yeah? Boom. My Uncle Simon's a cool cat. He was a cool cat.
Yeah.
Yeah? So, boom now. Everyone's got their ukabong.
David is very nervous.
Yeah. I haven't even got my own ukabong. I'm defenceless.
Hang on a minute. No, I've got one here. There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
So, boom now, yeah? We're in the room now. It's bare... It's all dark and that. Swinging at everyone. Ukabong, ukabong. So then, boom, if I hit you, ukabong. Yeah. Obviously, it probably hurts. You go, oh. But then now, my Uncle Simon, yeah? We thought he had the special ukabong.
Oh, this is taking a sinister turn.
Man thought his ukabong was sent from God. Do you know what Uncle used to do? He used to put a tennis ball in his ukabong.
Do you know what? I thought it was going to be worse than that.
So, he would come with, like, Zeus's ukabong. One shot, KO! Everyone's out. Starts crying. Grandma comes in. Everyone gets their ass passed. We have to read Bible.
If it's dark, how does everyone know that you've successfully ukabonged somebody? You could be lying.
I hear someone say ow.
Yeah, the owl. No, you're definitely going to hear an owl. And when Uncle Simon ones goes off, it's more of a...
What do you think, Scarlett?
I want to do it. Yeah. I really want to come in now. I think it's true.
Scarlett.
Yay, colour! Yes!
Hang on.
Yes! Ukabong!
This is fun,
Hey, guys, I've got a great idea. Let's all ukabong Rob.
There we are. That's what we pay our licence fee for. Thank you very much. What are you thinking then, Lee? Why don't you go for a guess here?
What do you think?
I think it's 100% true.
You do? Why?
Yeah. Because it's just fun, isn't it? I can imagine you doing that. We did
Is that fun?
Ah!
Oh, sorry, ukabong.
Okay. Oh, yeah, no, we all have to attack him.
That's just domestic violence without ukabong, bro.
Thomas.
I'm with the other two. I think it's absolutely
All
true.
think it's true. OK. Narstie. Truth or lie?
Truth!
Next up, it's Lee.
I was genuinely invited to Harry and Meghan's wedding today, but I said no because I had to come here and do this.
David's team.
Why were you invited?
Well, that, David, is as much of a shock to me as it is to you. I'm on
Do
the
you
telly.
know, for example, Prince Harry or Meghan Markle?
Well, I've met Prince Harry and he was very nice and he did say that he was a fan of this show. So he's definitely seen me because I'm on this show.
If this is true, it's a bit of a blow to me and Rob. Because I wasn't invited. Maybe Rob was as well.
I really can't say.
I think we know if Rob was invited, he would be able to say.
Well, this is interesting because I want to know if you were invited, because as soon as I got the invite, I met Prince Harry and I know he's a fan of the show, so I immediately assumed that you two had been invited as well. So I went to phone you, and I phoned you first, and I put the phone down because I didn't want to ask in case you hadn't been invited. I thought it wouldn't be a good idea.
Yes, it would be a horrible thing to let slip, wouldn't it?
Yes.
If you'd been invited, it would be a horrible thing to do to someone under any circumstances, even if it wasn't in public.
So you think he's going, OK, George Clooney, David Beckham, Oprah Winfrey, Lee.
He didn't even know my surname.
I should point out to people watching at home that it is the royal wedding day today. As we record this, it happened today, didn't it?
And it was a lovely wedding as well.
Look, it brought people together, didn't it? And you know what I'm glad about? I'm glad he wasn't there.
Yes.
Did it come through the post?
It went through my agent.
It was more like a booking. Were they expecting you to do some of your silly humour or something?
Did you have a +1 as well?
Yes, I did.
And so your wife was happy for you to come and do this instead of going to the royal wedding?
Well, actually, my wife couldn't go anyway. So that was the other problem as well. And then I thought, well, who would I take? And I did actually think of one of you two. I thought that's going to be more awkward. So but then I thought maybe it's not awkward. If David's been invited, as I suspected, and Rob hasn't, I'll take Rob. And then we're all going. There was a lot of social etiquette. I was a mess.
That is the other question. Why didn't... Because the wedding finished...
Well, this is the irritating thing.
1.
Yes,
and then there was a lunch.
I got the invite that said the wedding is going to be at 12 o'clock. And I thought in my head no one would say 12 o'clock, meaning that's when the wedding is. That would mean you know, you turn up at 12 o'clock and then you go through all the rigmarole of security, blah, 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 and actually the wedding's going to be about 2. Then you've got the actual ceremony, then you've got the meal. I wasn't going to get here because...
Yes, it's like when you buy theatre tickets. The time is just when they think you should leave home.
Look, lads, I appreciate you're angry.
Yeah. Very angry.
I didn't write the invites.
Very angry and very hurt and very bruised, whether this is true or not. That's the terrible thing, because my thought processes have gone down the lines of it being true, and it feels like I've been through it emotionally, even if I haven't.
OK, time to decide.
Well, I think it's unlikely. I'd love it to be true, but I think it's unlikely.
I wouldn't.
This has been... this has been one of the most psychologically damaging thought experiments I've ever gone through. And so I couldn't... I don't think I could pronounce the words, I think this is true. Oh, I just did. You think it's true? We're going to say lie?
I think lie.
Lie, we're going to say lie.
I've a horrible feeling in the pit of my stomach that it's true. It's like waiting with a specialist for a result.
Yeah. Ironically, if this is true, when that moment comes for both of us, it'll just be a mercy.
So, Lee, tell us. They think it's a lie. I pray it's a lie.
It is, in fact, true.
Well, I hope that's the last question of the evening.
Well,
how did you
thank
keep
you
that
for
secret?
watching. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, thank you for watching.
Oh, actually, there's something else as well. Sorry, I've got to tell you this as well, which is quite important. This is a true story as well. I was lying. Look at the smile on his little face. Look at his little happy face.
You're OK. It's all right. It's all right. Yes. Praise be, it was a lie. Of course it was a lie. Lee wasn't invited, of course he wasn't, to Harry and Meghan's wedding.
Do you know what I think? I think the producers of this show are just trying to turn us against each other.
They're doing a good job. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Good night.